This video will show you how to make a Darkroom Booth print template from scratch. For most of you, I would recommend starting with one of the built-in templates that we provide. There's several there and we're adding new all the time. But for those of you that really want to know how to create one from scratch, I'll step you through it. So basically we click on New and you choose the size of your border. You can give it a description if you want. The file name won't be given until we actually save it. If you know you want your background to be something other than white, you can choose that here. I'm going to leave it white and I hit OK, and basically I have a blank canvas. The first thing most of you will probably want to do is add some sort of background image, so we can click on the Add Artwork, Browse, and I've got some that are already sized at 2x6, and in this case I can just hit OK. So it fits because it's already a 2x6, but if it's not, I can use the handles to scale the background image. The next thing you'll typically want to do is add the photos. I can add photos individually, or it's easier to add a strip all at once, and you can see it remembers the last settings you used. So in this case I want 4 rows in 1 column. I can pretty much ignore all the other options for now, and when I hit OK, you see it's added 4 different images. And the neat thing is I don't have to no coordinates or anything. I can just kind of move these around on the screen, and you'll notice as I size it, it is keeping some spacing, and I can change that here. Right now I've got it spaced at 18 pixels. I could just say, hey, I don't need extra spacing, but we'll just leave that as is. So I can position this where I want it. I can also use arrow keys, and I can go in and do coordinates if I want. The next thing you'll probably want to do is add maybe a logo on top of this. So again, I can just browse. In this case it's a PNG file, and hit OK, and again it's a little large, so I can just drag that, kind of put it where I want it. And for most of you, you can probably stop watching now. Basically you just hit save and you're done. I'll show you a couple other advanced features for those that would like to know. In this case, you can see how I've got some text there that's a little bit hard to read. So what I can do is we have these built-in shapes. So instead of creating a new graphic or editing that in Photoshop, I'm just going to create a rectangle that is white and it's 50% opacity, and we'll just hit OK, and then I can drag this down here and size it. I'm not saying this is a good design decision, but just show you some of the things you can do. And then over here you can think of this as like layers. I can move the rectangle underneath the graphic like so, and do that. And then of course you have text fields where you can just type in text, and this is where you would probably want to have some good fonts that are there's quite a few readily available out there. But you can pick a font you like, the size. You'll notice there's all sorts of other options for the font, and then I can just move my box around, and if I ever needed to edit this again, you just double click on it and you come in here and change the the font, the color, or any of the text. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create a print template from scratch. Thanks for watching.